I've got loads of things to show you. What would you want to start with? Fossils? Treasures? What else? I've got loads. Let me just have a quick look. Read it out.
Purple fluorite from Rugs Hall mine, part of the Ballet system.
Yeah. Purple fluorite from a mine. Do you want to pass that round?
Yeah, have a look at it. I'll see it.
Does anybody know what fool's gold is? Oh, sorry.
It's like kind of a soft kind of gold.
Yeah, it is soft. It won't break, but it will squish.
Like bend.
Yeah, it'll bend, yeah. It'll just bend,
It's one
yeah.
of the softer types.
Yeah, yeah. Do you know, that's real gold. Do you know what fool's gold is?
I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it's like a bit hard kind of gold.
It's a little bit softer and it will crumble into bits. Basically, it won't stay as a whole. Do you have a question? No? Shall I just let them pass them round?
Yeah, that's right.
One,
So
yeah.
it's the fool's gold.
This is fool's gold. It comes in a rock, as you can see. Because it's been to the air, it looks a different colour. So it don't look like this. That's a piece of fool's gold. But because it's more solid, it takes longer for it to deoxidise and turn into a different colour. Or if water gets to it, it'll do the same. Have you got a question?
Yeah. Can you polish that? Can you just polish it with water or do you use something else?
I'm very glad you asked that. I've got something else to show you. It as well is fool's gold, but it also is a fossil. And it's been polished. Yeah? But it's a fossil as well. Yeah? See that?
It's like a silver.
Yeah? Yeah?
What animal?
Pardon?
What animal is it?
It is an ammonite. That one's an ammonite. The ammonites are smaller and thinner. This was actually an animal and lived in the sea as an animal, basically. I've got some other fossils that are just shells and they're called conchite. You want to take that and pass that round first? I'll take that piece of paper so it's easier. Yeah.
Pass it back. Pass it up the side.
There's a smaller version. That's just a smaller version of that.
Everyone's held
Have you got it?
Everyone's held it, yeah.
That one that's going around there is just a smaller version. It's not made out of pyrite or fool's gold, basically. Got any question?
Is it just a sea animal?
Yeah, basically it lived in the sea. It lived in the sea. I think the ammonites are 260 to 60 million years old. The gonatites are 360 million years old.
You're really lucky you got aren't you?
There's a small one, and out of fool's gold. There's some smaller ones, just made out of minerals from the ground, basically. It replaces the animal's organs with minerals from the ground and forms fossil. Do you want to pass them round? Okay, go for it. Yeah. Does anybody know where they come from? Fossils.
Pretty much dead animals.
Do you know how they formed? Someone at the back? Yeah, basically, yeah. Leaf matter. Leaves, just dead plant matter basically. Goes on top of the animal, fish. After so long it will sink down and it will replace the minerals of the fish, all the items, the gornite, the animite, and it will turn into a fossil. This one has been polished. You can see, I'm shaking. I am shaking.
Don't worry, we all shake.
Is the fossil also like polished, or is it
Do you just listen? Rio's asking a question.
Yeah, that's the fossil being polished. With smooth things. Like the other one, the bigger one, the fool's gold, on the back we polished that as well.
Well, children, Neil's just here, Bruce. We invited Neil on as well, because obviously Neil's got a lot of knowledge about the fish. As we released the trout, and we thought it would be nice for Neil to come as well and have a listen. So, Sophia, are you ready?
It looks like you've got a plastic case.
They can pass it back.
It does, doesn't it? It looks like there's glass on top of it. That's what I said when I first got hold of it. This isn't actually one that we found. Oh, sorry mate. Yeah, split there. This is one we found. This one we've been given off a fossil collector. The person who prepared the fish for us. It took 21 hours to prepare that fish to be ready to go to a museum. This one's fake, but that's basically like you can buy them from the shop yourself, a couple of pounds. I'm going to pass that round, you can have a look at that. Please be careful with this one. It's very important and it's going to be hard to replace, but I will pass that round as well.
Pass it into each other's hands. Banging on the table and
that's the shape of the animal.
You feel it?
This one is actually an animal. The one that's going round, the bigger one, that's actually a shell and not the actual animal itself. It's just like a shell behind. And it replaces that with fool's gold or whichever mineral is in the ground at the time. Yeah?
On the other one, the glass one, what are the bits inside it? Because this doesn't want to.
The swirl, that's basically the inside of the animal. Whatever's been replaced, it will be different minerals. It could be fool's gold, it can be copper, iron. There's a few different names, I'm not 100% what they are, but basically they gather inside of the animal instead. They replace the animal, and that's what you're seeing, is all the different minerals in the ground.
Also, just a speck of tiny I don't know, it's probably like a million if it's like this big.
No one know what that is?
A tooth.
Nope. This is coming away from fossils for a second, but I will go back to fossils. It's a stone. It's a nodule. But it's magnetic.
It's a conductor.
How's it
Can anyone tell me why it's magnetic? Does anybody know where it comes from? Why is it magnetic?
Is it because it has some metal that is connected to it?
Yeah, basically, you're right. There's metal in that stone there. But basically, what? Yeah.
It's like electric charge, so like things that are conducted, and then through the years when it's been in the ground for, it's that other minerals that rubs against it and makes it magnetic. So if that in what's it called, that thing that allows the trees to if you do that, it'll be a superconductor and it'll be all that.
Sort of. I will give you an explanation in a minute. That is a very good theory, but that's not actually why it's magnetic. This is an iron nodule from the lost mine that the northern monkeys found recently, and we had to roast this for it to be magnetic. Roasting is setting it on fire basically. So we'll put it in a bloomery, set it on fire, take it out, whichever ones are magnetic at the end contain ironstone. Then we are going to smelt this in another bloomery to make iron basically. But this is a stone nodule, an iron nodule from a lost iron mine. We have to roast it to make it magnetic. Some of them don't go magnetic basically. They stay like rocks, they just won't stick. Right. You understand that? Someone pass that round. Leave that for end. Can't find a better one. Does anybody know what that is? It's somebody different? It seems to be these two the end of the class, is that what it is?
They're just always with their hands up.
Does anybody else want to give an answer before I let one of these? Jamie?
Is it like a keychain or something? Looks like it.
Is it like a piece of metal, but is it some rust and some rock in it?
It is a piece of metal, it is rusted, but that's not what it is.
Is it a very old piece of like, metal that other people used to use? Or is it like a bit of...
What do you think you used to use it for?
Rather jewellery, or like a lock or something, or maybe a door?
No, no. I'll let someone else have a go. No, no. No, no. No. Last one and I'll let you know what it is.
Is it like used for a machine?
No, but there would have been machinery there when they used these. Basically, these are miners' tags. Mining tags. The men who used to work in the mines, where the fossils come from, the fossils come out of the mines, the coal mines. I'll explain that in a minute. These are the tags from the men who worked in the mines. These were found in a tree up in Townley, just left behind. These are also going to a museum because they're basically rare to find so many in one place. These are going to the museum as well. That's how many there is. Because these are the lads that went in the mines together and worked together. You know, like your classroom. All of you would have had a tag if you worked in the mines. You would have given one tag to the banksman, you would have given one tag to the torchman, and then you would have took one tag around your neck. And you will explain this on this little envelope. This is a newer version of these. I got this as a gift the other day off a friend to the group. Basically, you'd wear that around your neck and go into the mine. One to the banksman, one to the lightsman. The lightsman is basically the guy who gives you the torch. You go get your torch off him. The other guy is basically the guy who collects the stuff at the end and tells you what you've earned that day. One goes to him, one goes to him, one comes with you. Now these are the ones that the lads used to wear, basically. I'm going to pass them around and you can have a look. I'll give you that.
Bruce, do you know how long ago they would have had those tags?
Oh, they're from a Townley mine, so it's going to be it was like 18 years ago this, and they've been in the tree for that long, up in Townley for anybody to find. If anybody else would have found these, unless they were in a historic group, they would have been sold on eBay. They were, I'll let you know because it's a bit of intrigue to these people, to the children obviously who's watching the video. There are over £1,000 worth of tags. There's over £1,000 worth of tags there, and that's just telling you a number that they get through. So they're going to a museum with the other things, the fish, which I'm going to show you in a minute. But yeah, they're really sought after by people in your brass. Does anybody know the name of the fish before I say it? Because it's really hard. Can anybody say it? Neil, can you say the name of the fish? The fossil fish? Anybody?
It's probably just like an old alligator, so I'd just say
It's called a rhabdoderma. Rhabdoderma, sorry. Rhabdoderma. Is that correct?
Yeah, I would say
Is that correct? I've been studying it all morning just to get it right.
Rhabdoderma.
Yeah.
Rhabdoderma.
I've got a few different pieces of it. The main piece went to the museum. That's getting donated to that museum basically, so I couldn't bring that in to show you. Also, it's about this big, so I won't be able to carry it basically, but I've got some pieces of it. I can show you. Only got drawings out in it.
Which museum is it gone to?
It's going to one in Manchester or London. I've not had that confirmed just yet.
Just for that, I'm just going to go to every museum as soon as I can.
We will be told very soon where it's going, so I will let everybody know on the group or on the YouTube if you watch. But basically, that's the imprint, the fish leg on the rock. The actual fossil itself is not here, it's gone to the museum or getting sorted to go to the museum. This on the side of it is a goniatite, and there was one also on top of the fish. So the fish had passed away in the swampy area, and a goniatite had led right on top of it, and they basically fossilised together. I'm going to pass this around. Please be careful because it's really important to us, this one. I'll let it go that way. There's some other pieces here, but they're not as interesting or as detailed as that. It's got a goniatite in it, and that one's made of fool's gold as well. Yeah. This one, it's called a goniatite. It's a fossil. It's basically a shell from an animal that lived, I think it was 250 to 60 million years ago. I'll let you, are you going to pass you that one, Dana? I don't know your name, so I'll let Jerry do it. You want that one? Does anybody know the name of the rock? It usually be more white. It's a little bit coloured, this one, but it usually be a lot more whiter. I'll take it out the tissue. It's a hard one I'm trying to show you. Does anybody?
Nickel?
No.
Iron?
Is it iron?
What's that?
Iron.
No, no. Anybody else? No? No? Ah, how did you know that? You know that, doesn't it? Yeah, I know that. It's quartz. Quartz. Does anybody know what you find in quartz? You can find many metals, many minerals, copper, iron, lead, gold. Does anybody know what else is in lead?
That.
When you find lead, in a rock, its ore form is 2% silver in there.
2% silver.
Yeah. 2% silver in that rock there. That ore, that lead ore. So they extract that, extract the lead, extract the silver, you get 2 minerals from one rock. Does anybody know anything about ore and lead? Did you hear that?
When they
Have you been
find
watching my video?
yeah, I
Yeah, haven't you?
watched a few videos. Yeah.
Where did you go?
It's used for pencils.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Pencils, what else is it? Does anyone else know what it's used for? Yeah, yeah, you can have gold in there as well. It'd just be the same as that. Just like the fool's gold, you get that in there as well. Is that where that rock is there? Can I just... Like that. But it's a lot darker. The gold, real gold, solid gold, is forming rock like that basically. But you won't be able to break it. If I pull on that, I'd be able to break a bit off. This one's lead ore, it's 2% silver.
Where do you get the helmet from for like going in mines and
Nice.
I wonder what that
This one, you can just get it from any climbing store basically. We got these given from a friend, so we put our stickers on it. I'm Robin, which I weren't too happy about. I wanted to be Batman because I'm Bruce. And one of the other monkeys, he's Batman. The other one's Joker. But yeah. Also, that's a different exploring group. And that's my sticker. Yeah. I usually put my torch on there and I go in the mines with that. Do you want to pass that round?
Where did you find that?
Which one?
That one that you just showed us.
This one?
Yeah.
This one is from a lead mine. I've got it down. Connolly Lead Mine in Yorkshire. The real name of the lead ore is Galana. How are you doing? You alright? Go on.
how often do you find fossils?
We tend to do like a video here and there of fossils. Basically, everywhere we go, there's always fossils. Every mine we go in, there's always stuff that's come out of the mines and it's been left at the side, and you can search in that stuff for fossils. Stuff like this, or this. Just like that. I'll come back to you 1 second. I'll just.
You know when you said that the gold in that one, like, how do you like know there's a gold in there, and how do you take it out?
You'll be able to see the gold in the rock, basically. Say like there's 2 rocks together. In the middle, you'll see a line going through, and that could be solid gold. You basically follow that line. But what they do is take all the rock out the walls, all of it. It all goes in a machine. It all gets smashed up basically, and then it gets refined, and it goes into water, gets refined in the water as well, and the stuff goes to the top. I think that's what it is, isn't it? Hold on. No, it goes refined first, goes into the water, all the dust goes to the top, and then it'll just be a layer of gold. It depends which company's done it. Different companies do it different way. I'll let you go first because you were looking at that.
But why does like the quartz, is it in every like rock pretty much? Like, so telling me if there's a piece of quartz in my backyard, then there's always going to be at least one ore on it.
No, not all quartz has ore in it. Not all of them have it in. Sometimes you'll just have a pure white one. Just pure white, no discolouring or anything in it. What they do is target it and then basically just take what percentage they think's worth money and then just leave the rest.
So is that made into a specific shape, or?
Yeah, they smelt the lead one or the gold.
That one.
This one is the lead one, and they smelt that into lead troughing, pencils. You can use the pencils, but you don't smelt that for that. You use it in a different way. I can actually take that off and draw with that now like a pencil. If I, hold on, let me just see.
It's like worth money because, or is it worth nothing because we use it too much?
Basically a pencil. But no, it's worth money. It's worth money in the tons if you're getting it out of a mine. If there's 20% to get out of there and 80% waste, you'll carry on. If there's not 20% treasure, you won't carry on basically.
Lead's really toxic, really, before you start going digging first. It's really dangerous.
What's that thing called that we use?
And mine in Thursday, we used to use it in paint, and it is so dangerous that we stopped doing it. So what's in your pencil now is graphite rather than lead.
Also, they use graphite now instead of lead in the pencil. Isn't there a percentage of lead in there still? No. Is it just all graphite now? Yeah. Right. Right.
Because kids shove them up their noses and then the mouths.
Chewing on them. Yeah, it makes sense. It's a little bit dirty. Does anybody know what that is? I'm not going to let you answer because you're going to know.
It's a rock with a fossil in it.
No.
It's got
Is it a kind of ore like coal?
Like coal?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
You see your hands are
I didn't want to pick it up, but I had to show you, so we're getting correct. It's a type of coal. I'll explain a bit more in a second, but I'm hoping that someone can actually tell me what it is. Oh, it's alright. Go on.
People like study types of rocks.
Yeah, yeah. We learn. Oh, what's the name now? Who studied geology? That's who confirmed that the fish was the Rabidermia and that it actually is 400 million years old. They also confirmed that the mine that we went into is actually the old mine as well. I'll get back to this.
Have you ever found any human bones in like tunnels or mines?
Not any human ones, but lots of animals. I found a horse head. That's the biggest thing I found. You can say it about this big. Can anybody does anybody want to guess where that horse head went? Who do you think I gave that horse head to? You might know. I'm going to let someone else answer because you answered all day. I'll go with... No, not a museum, no.
maybe like a place, like a farm or something where they crush the bones to do something.
No. I'll go you.
Maybe it's like a factory because maybe there might be some material inside it to help make different things.
They do that with some animals or some things, but not with what I've got with the horse head. One more and then I'll tell you where it went. Yes, you got it. I give it to a friend. How old do you think this friend was?
40.
Nope. Fire them out. I'll hear it. Just say numbers. No.
4.
No.
7, 10.
No.
8, 10.
No.
9, 10.
You were 6-year-old.
What?
6-year-old boy.
I guessed that.
Did you say 6? I'm sorry if I didn't hear you.
Sorry.
The little lad was 6-year-old. He's into fossils and stuff like this more than I am. We give him the skull because he's into skulls as well, more than fossils. He's got dinosaur teeth, he's got bird heads, he's got loads to be fair. That's where the horse went to. I gave it to him, we found it, we took a video of it, took it back, give it to him. Obviously, the rare, you can't just go find a horse head. Have you ever seen a horse head?
Yes.
Have you ever seen a horse skull?
Yeah, Mr. Ruckus the other day.
No, that's just
pictures!
Is that just pictures or in real life?
Yeah, we still saw it though.
Well, I'm 30 and I've never ever seen a horse head in a field or a skull. So we had to take it and then we found out about the little man who wanted it, so we give it to him basically. Is there any more questions before I go back to this, Harrison?
When you were in the mine shaft, have you ever found like a little piece of gold?
We've not found solid gold yet, but I'm trying. It's always just been fool's gold or fossils so far. I've only actually ever been into one gold mine in Wales, and then obviously it all locked down, so we couldn't go back and do the gold mine. The plan is to go back and find some gold. I'm going to go with some different. The fish is the rarest. Yes. Yes. That's the rarest. At the back? No. One of the members of dinosaurs as well, he wants to go to a shore so further down south, and it's supposed to be a beach that just produces fossils, dinosaur bones, basically everything to do with dinosaurs. But we haven't been able to get down there. But there will be a video some point this year that was on a beach with loads of dinosaur stuff basically. I'm going.
Could like little kids go into like mines on their own or?
No, it's not safe. If I'm going to say not the ones I go in. These places where you can pay and it's fully safe to go. They'll give you the equipment, helmets. You can go with your mum, your dad, your parents, whoever's looking after you, whatever your friends, if they're older, blah blah blah. And you can go into the mine escorted by somebody there, but you will have to pay that company to do it. We've done it once and it was amazing, to be fair. There's no dangers, there's nothing going to fall, it's all safety. Basically, that's the company you have to pay to go, but I wouldn't advise going in anywhere you go in. I'm going to go with you because you
Have you found like any like I don't like autobiography like books about certain people?
We've not found any books, but because of what we do, we've had people donate us books. Some of them are really hard to get hold of. You can't get them regular. The collectors we've got them want to keep them to themselves. But what we get is people saying, borrow this book and have a look, and then we want it back basically. But what we have found is a newspaper from the 1800s. We couldn't bring it with us. We had to leave it because it were falling apart basically. But we did get footage of that newspaper in the mine, and that's on the YouTube channel. I'm going to go to the back. Pay the companies to go in the mines. I think we only paid £6 each.
£6?
This is the mine that the open mines where you can go in and visit yourself. It's only a couple of pounds. Seriously is. But you will, with your ages, you will have to be escorted with an adult in there, basically. I can't remember the name of the mine, but if you look online, if you've got phones, I'm sure everyone's got phones, it will tell you a couple around Burnley that you can visit, and you will let you in as a group with your family, basically.
What was the first fossil you ever found?
It weren't a real good one, to be fair. It come out of a shale pile, and it was just a sheet. And you pulled the sheet apart, and there were a little fossil, an ammonite. But with these ones, they just crumbled away. You'd have it a week or two, and by the time you go back to it, it'd be really crumbly, you couldn't believe it. So we pursued finding better ones. But the first one was really not worth keeping basically. We don't have it, so we've kept all the rest. I'm going to go here and I'll come back.
Have you ever found something you don't know about?
We always find stuff, we're learning all the time. We always find stuff we don't know about. I was expecting someone to tell me something today. Well, they did, lead. I didn't know that it was just not lead in pencils. But yeah, always finding new stuff, always learning, always curious.
What's the name of your YouTube channel?
Northern Monkeys. Northern Monkeys.
Football teams.
Yes, I'm gonna go here.
Have you ever went to a mine that was abandoned?
Yeah, all the mines that we go in are abandoned. No, I say all. They are abandoned, but some of them aren't due to the ones that I said that we pay for. If we pay to go in somewhere, that's not abandoned anymore, it's usually the business. Every coal mine in Burnley that we've been in is not in use anymore. And we're trying to get into one that's in use or just closed, so we can take pictures of all the machinery. But it's basically, yeah, they're all abandoned except for the ones who we pay to go in, basically.
I think we'll just take one more, Bruce, before you exhaust yourself.
Who didn't ask a
You're
question?
going to go on all afternoon.
Go on, Harrison. Oh, go on then. I'll come back to you in a sec, Harrison, yeah?
Have you ever gone into a mine that's slightly haunted or when stuff's not happening?
Yeah, that's a good question.
No, because not really. There's never been anything like that. I'm the joker, to be fair, in the group. I'll turn my torch off, go hide round the corner, wait for an ace to come and go, ah! And then you all go, do you know, on video. But no, there's nothing really haunting, scary, or anything like that. Come back to Harrison.
How long did it take to sell them blue bottles that were in your house?
The blue bottles?
Yeah.
Which blue bottles? That's in mine there. I've still got them blue bottles, haven't I?
I don't know.
The
You
poison
sold-
bottles.
You were selling a few bottles that were you've
The glass
bought.
bottles, the burning
Yeah.
ones, the light ones. There've only been a couple. We find old stuff. We try to sell some of it because it is worth money. We've got old bottles that say names on it: Burnley, Accrington, Tizer. These bottles are from the 1800s, even less. What we've done is put a light in the top, and then we just sell the bottle, basically. I don't think anybody in here is like the bottle, we're just antiques. It's more of a grown-up thing, to be fair. And I like, just put it on the side, turn it on, it looks nice.
Is Mr. Duncan here?
He is, darling, he's in the corner.
Mrs. Duncan said ring her when you want to swap
Turn it
off.
down.
Turn it down.
Yeah, she'll be there, it's alright. We've got more time, or
Well,
I'll come back to this. Do you know what that is?
No.
It's a coal ball.
Pardon?
A coal ball.
Oh, so that's close.
You were very close, yeah, with coal. Basically, you find them in the seam of the coal. Say this is the roof, this is the bottom, this is inside of the coal, and when they're digging away at it, these will get stuck in the machine, bam, the machine will stop, you'll have to take this out and put some new blades in, and then restart the mission with taking the coal basically. That's a coal ball. How is that going to be? I think that's from Townley. So that's going to be, that's the same, this is 360 to 400 million year old, that is. They come from the same place the fish come from. Last question.
Can you use that to
the last
light
question
a
for
fire?
time for now.
What's that?
Can you use that to light a fire?
I don't condone lighting fires.
Like to use it to
Not this kind. But if, no, you couldn't light a fire with that at all. It's more of a rock. I'm going to put it in a bag and you can have a look at it, yeah? Because to be honest, look, it's really there.
It's just
Bruce, you've so much knowledge about that, I had no idea.
I get lost. I get really
I had
lost. I
absolutely
do
no
sometimes.
idea how
If you want to take it, you
vast your
can.
collection was.
It's heavy.
So Neil, I mean, I don't know how you're going to follow this.
It's rolling it.
I think Bruce needs a rest and sit down and lie down.
I think that's all.
Bruce, though,
I
well
think that's
done.
all my stuff. Let me just check.
Not
That's
going
it.
anywhere, 'cause
It's
we'll
good.
have some, we'll have some
Right,
questions
Rio.
for you. Right, just put a bit of flesh on the bone, so to speak. Pun is that? You're not funnies. Anyway, forget it. Tallies, these are called. Miners used. I was in the fire service for 30 years, and we used tallies for exactly the same reason as they did. It's a record of you being in the mine. Should there be a disaster, a collapse, or a fire in the mine, they know exactly who's in. More importantly, when you come out, you pick your tally up and they know that you're out. And it's the same when we used to go into fires. If we had 10, 15 firefighters going in and the building collapsed or suddenly the fire got more severe, first thing we do, we check the tallies, who's in and who's out. And the biggest sin that you could commit as a miner, and it was a sackable offence, we didn't sack them at fire service, but we would give them a hard time, was to forget to pick your tally up when you come out. Because if you did that and people were going in to rescue you, because your tally was there and they thought you were in, that was the biggest sin that you could commit. They were risking your life and you were probably sat at home in the bath having a beer or something. So that's just to put a bit on that on the tally. Have you ever seen a dinosaur?
Yes.
Have you ever seen a live one?
No.
Oh yes you have. You know when we were looking at the invertebrates, and we were looking at the mayflies. Do you know how old those mayflies are?
No.
How long they've been on this earth?
No.
As long as these fossils have. And they haven't changed, which is a testament to their design. It's a testament to God's design of them. They've lasted so long without changing. And they were around long millions of years before we were around.